Welcome to DLSA Deoghar. I am Shivanee Raj from ICWA University, and today I am going to talk about standard operating procedure for cybercrime investigation. Let's understand what are cybercrimes. Cybercrimes are defined as any criminal activity which takes place on or over the medium of computers, the internet, or other technology recognized by the Information Technology Act. It includes an illegal activity where a computer or internet is either a tool, target, or both. The conveniences brought on by the internet, such as speed, anonymity, and lack of borders, makes financial crimes such as ransomware, fraud, and money laundering, along with other crimes like cyber stalking and bullying, impersonation, and identity theft, and online grooming, easy to perpetuate. Cybercrimes may be carried out by individuals or groups with relatively low technical skills or by highly organized global criminal groups. Now let's understand different types of cybercrimes. Cybercrimes can be categorized as crime against property, crime against government, crime against person. Crime against property, financial fraud under IPC and Section 66 of Information Technology Act. Financial fraud. These frauds include commercial fraud, investment fraud, hiring for jobs abroad extra by use of computer, fraudulent or dishonest use of computer and computer resource to commit crime against property, wishing fraud, dishonestly or fraudulently misappropriating property using voice as a mean to extract private financial information like credit, debit, internet banking details, job scams, dishonestly or fraudulently misappropriating property using spoof emails, creating fake websites. Social media fraud, dishonestly or fraudulently misappropriating property by creating fake account on social media or through honey trapping. Intellectual property crimes. Intellectual property consists of a bunch of rights. Any unlawful act by which the owner is deprived completely or partially of his rights is a crime. The most common type of IPR, means intellectual property crime or right violation, may be said to be software piracy, infringement of copyright, trademark, patents, designs, and service mark violation, theft of computer source code, etc. Salami attack, also known as salami slicing, where a series of small fraud done on a regular basis through computer network resources that finally adds up to a bigger fraud. For example, a bank employee deducting a small sum of money daily from various customers' account, which finally adds up to a large sum. Now let's read about data modification. Under Section 66 of Information Technology Act 2000 and under Sections 403, 420, 467, 406, 408, 409, extra of the Indian Penal Code 1860, in this offense, the accused, by accessing the computer system, changes or damages the existing data, information, or by doing any act mentioned in Section 43 of the IT Act, fraudulently or with dishonest intention, and thereby causes harm to the person or to the institution. Let's study about crime against person, identity theft, under Section 66D, C and D of the IT Act 2000. Identity theft and impersonation. Identity theft. It may be categorized as a crime against property or the crime against person. It is the fraudulent or dishonest use of electronic signature, password, or unique identification of any person to commit cybercrime. Example, seeking financial information of any person through wishing, email spoofing, and causing misappropriation of property. Section 66 of IT Act deals with punishment for identity theft. Impersonation. A person to commit an act of impersonation if he cheats by pretending to be some other person or by knowingly substituting one person for another or representing that he or any other person is a person other than he or such person. Section 416 of Indian Penal Code. Section 66D of IT Act deals with offence of impersonation using electronic means. Example, a person impersonating as bank manager and seeking private financial information through social engineering. Now let's study about the data theft. Under Section 66 of the Information Technology Act 2000 and under Section 379 of the Indian Penal Code 1860. This offense involves unauthorized access and downloads copies, or extracts data from victims' computer containing sensitive information without the permission of the owner. This sensitive information includes the victim's personal information such as name, date of birth, address, contact details, username and password, credit card or debit card, number, OTP, etc. Pornography. Child pornography, use of computer network to create, distribute, or access materials that sexually exploit underage children. It also includes activities concerning indecent exposure and obscenity. Section 67B of IT Act deals with punishment for publishing or transmitting of material depicting children in sexually explicit act, etc. in electronic form and under Section 292 of the Indian Penal Code 1860 and Section 14 and 15 of POCSO Act. Pornography, transmission of obscene, article or sexually explicit act or images through electronic means. Section 67 and 67A of IT Act deals with punishment for transmission of obscene or sexual materials through electronic means. Now, cyber trafficking. It involves trafficking in drugs, human beings, arms, weapons, etc., which affects large number of persons. Publication of pornographic video, images, etc., through email, website, chatting sites, social network site, etc., comes under the purview of obscenity crime. The possession of above-mentioned materials involving a child below the age of 18 years is itself an offence under Section 14 and 15 of the POCSO Act. Theft of intellectual property and trade secrets. Under Section 66 of the Information Technology Act 2000, Intellectual Property Right Act 1957, and Section 379 IPC and other enactments. This offence involves theft of intellectual property, business models, ideas, novelty, and copyright protected works of an individual and organization by means of computer. Now comes to espionage under Section 66 and 70 of the IT Act 2000. It involves gathering classified information from the protected system of the governmental agencies. Through this, an attempt is made to get access to the sensitive governmental data. It is done to steal the personal information such as date of birth, name, PAN number, passport number, credit card number, ATM PIN number, email account details, or any other unique identification feature, etc., and with an object to defraud. This sensitive information of the victim is obtained by various means like phishing, wishing, sending the fake offers of rewards to the victim's emails, address, and obtaining their confidential information. So I will just suggest you not to disclose your confidential information to anyone. Now comes to cyber stalking. Whoever follows, contacts any person or monitors his or her use of internet despite showing clear sense of disinterest commits an offence of cyber stalking. Section 354D of IPC deals with stalking including cyber stalking. Cyberbullying. Causing harassment or creating fear through cyber stalking is cyberbullying. Section 66E of IT Act deals with punishment for violation of privacy through computer network or computer resource. In this offense, by the use of computer or electronic devices, the victim is personally followed, harassed, and is threatened or intimidated by sending emails or by sending messages or calls on the mobile and by sending objectionable messages containing threat to the victim's social network account, causing mental and physical harm. Hacking under Section 66 of Information Technology Act 2000. Hacking is a criminal offense committed by illegal use and control of a computer without the permission of the computer owner. Denial of service. Denial of service attack. A DOS attack is disrupting the use of machine or network by its legitimate user by flooding it with superfluous traffic or request. A DDoS, which means distributed denial of services attack, is attacking the target system from multiple sources, that is, using more than one unique IP address, making it difficult to track the source of attack. Under Section 66 of IT Act 2000. This is a financial offense where access to computer or internet or both is obstructed for demand of money. Example, salami attack or ransomware. Let's study about spoofing. Under Section 66 and D of Information Technology Act 2000. Sending email by camouflaging it in such a manner that it appears to have been sent from someone else's account to a victim demanding personal information, etc. Skimming. Obtaining card information by attaching unauthorized device to the ATM, POS machine, etc. It is used against the victims to cause financial harm. Let's study about crime against government. Cyber episonage. It is gaining illicit access to the confidential information or data held by government using computer network or resources. Cyber terrorism. It is a politically motivated crime using computer resource or computer network to cause serious disruption in services, bodily harm, or injury to person at large in order to create a sense of fear in the society so as to impinge upon the sovereignty, integrity, and security of the state. Penalty for offences of cyber terrorism is dealt under sections of IPC, UAPA, and the other applicable law, along with 66F of the IT Act. Cyber warfare. Cyber warfare is crime against nations, governments, which may also include cyber vandalism, that is, destroying, gaining access, modifying critical data stored in governmental installations detrimental to the security of the state. Now let's study about the jurisdiction of police station in registering FIR related to cybercrime. If you have any problem regarding this, just visit the concerned police station under the jurisdiction of which the bank is situated from where there is illegal withdrawal of money will have the jurisdiction to register FIR under section 156(1) read with section 177 of the Code of Procedure and investigate. In cases of economic offences where it is not certain under which jurisdiction the crime has been committed, or if the crime has been committed under more than one jurisdiction or is a continuous offence, FIR can be registered in any related police station and investigation can be conducted under the provisions of section 178 read with section 156(1) Code of Criminal Procedure Code. Now let's give an example. Money is withdrawn from the account of a person who is located in Ranchi by a criminal sitting in Jamtara and is transferred to more than one account. There will be jurisdiction in all the places from where money has been transacted. In cases where the offence has been committed within the jurisdiction of one police station and its effect will be in the jurisdiction of any other police station, then the offence can be registered in either of the two police stations under the provisions of section 146(1) read with section 189 of the Criminal Procedure Code. Code of Criminal Procedure. Example, in offences related to social media, if the objectionable post has been made within the jurisdiction of a police station and it is uploaded on the social media through the internet and it is seen in other jurisdiction, all the concerned police station will have jurisdiction. In case the offence is the result of a criminal conspiracy, both the police station will have jurisdiction to register FIR and investigate where either the conspiracy was hatched or where the offence was committed under the provisions of section 180 read with sections 156 Code of Criminal Procedure. Example, in cases where the illegal withdrawal of funds through cybercrime has been done on more than one victim and that amount has been transferred to a bank account in some other jurisdiction and the beneficiary is found accomplished under sections 120B IPC, then in this case the offence can be registered either in the jurisdiction of the bank account of the victim or the beneficiary and investigation can be conducted. In cases where financial offence or social media offence is done through telecommunication like internet, mobile, etc., the place where the communication was made or where it was received, both the police stations will have jurisdiction under the provisions of section 182 read with section 156 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Example, if the OTP of an account holder is obtained by criminals sitting in the jurisdiction of any other police station through mobile or telecom and internet, then both the police stations will have jurisdiction. Now let's study about steps to be taken by the investigating officer after the registration of FIR related to the cybercrime. To inform the concerned bank to block the account of the victim to avoid further withdrawals from the concerned account of the victim by phone, by internet, by personally visiting the concerned branch. The victim may, however, continue withdrawals, transactions from his account through checks or withdrawal slips. To obtain details of the accounts from which illegal or unauthorized withdrawals have been made and the accounts in which funds have been transferred, a detailed transaction statement of the victim's bank account of the date of fraud should be obtained to track the channels through which the money has been routed. If the money has been transferred to a particular bank account through digital wallets, a notice under section 91 and 102 CRPC should be reserved to the concerned nodal officer to provide the information like transaction details, associated IP addresses, and KYC of the concerned accounts and put a debit freeze on the accounts involved. A request should also be made for the reversal of fund to the source account after explaining the chain of transaction. A copy of the FIR and victim's bank statement should be attached in the email. Similarly, to obtain details of the mobile or IP address such as CDR, CF, etc., using which crime has been committed from the internet service provider. In this regard, the following actions are required by IoT to IO to obtain copy of the statement of account duly certified under section 2A and 4 of the Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891 from the branch manager of the concerned bank and Section 65B of the Indian Evidence Act should be obtained from the beneficiary bank. In case the above details are not supplied, application may be filed in the concerned court having a competent jurisdiction to issue notice under Section 91 of the Code of Criminal Procedure calling for the above documents. In such cases where the above mentioned details are not made available to the IO in due time after issuance of the notice under Section 91 CRPC, the concerned court, if found appropriate, can take cognizance against the branch manager under Section 175 of the Indian Penal Code 1860 by filing a separate case. In Jharkhand, the following cyber crimes occur most frequently: commission of fraud by making serious calls on various mobile numbers and seeking the debit or credit card detail through various hacks of social engineering, that is known as phishing fraud; commission of financial fraud through spoof email; phishing fraud using VoIP; ATM cloning by authenticating the debit card details over IVR system of the banks; UPI, which is Unified Payment Interface fraud by registering UPI on the registered mobile number of the victim after getting his details through social engineering; financial fraud through e-commerce services like OLX by publishing fake sale offers using forged or impersonated identities; illegal withdrawal of money from ATM; posting of obscene and defamatory material on social network site; cyber stalking, spoofing and skimming. Now let's come to the conclusion part. Cybercrime is a dangerous offense that violates not only the law but also human rights. Criminals are increasingly attempting to steal sensitive information, making cybercrime a greater menace to the individuals worldwide. The impacts of cybercrime are widespread and overwhelming financially, and it is becoming harder to stop as new technologies emerge. Despite advancements being made by numerous countries, cybercrime will always be an ongoing challenge, and individuals and businesses need to be educated on prevention. Thank you.